Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Game Fame Nation here, and in today's GTA 6 video, we are going to be diving into the real leaks among the fake leaks. So I'm going to be diving into you guys, letting you guys know which leaks are real according to all the social media leaks that have been scattered around the platforms such as X, Facebook, Instagram. We're going to be diving over to the real ones and what ones are exactly coming to Grand Theft Auto 6, not to mention which ones are fake and which ones that are not going to be coming to the game. And this was actually requested by a good friend and a fellow one of you guys on the internet who actually contacted me over X and actually called the office business phone and wanted me to check this idea out. I want to give God bless to the brother George Leske. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for giving me this idea, and I'll show you guys a screenshot of his YouTube channel if you guys want to go check him out. But much love, brother. Thank you so much for the idea, and I appreciate you. Definitely keep calling. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys got anything you want me to check out for Grand Theft Auto 6. So let's get into it today, and let's get it started. So it all starts here as we heard from GTA 6 Countdown for the alleged new GTA 6 info that has been leaked. Well, we currently have 700 plus enterable shops, and that leak is 100% correct. We are going to have 700 plus enterable shops. So it looks like Rockstar Games actually took a note from Grand Theft Auto 5 that they don't want just all the interiors closed off. Because as you guys know, in Leonidas, we see tons of places for like apartment buildings, stores, and shops, and etc. Not to mention businesses that all have open interiors due to Trailer 1, due to Trailer 2 as well. Malls, skyscrapers with functional elevators, that's not promising to be 100% legit, but we could have malls in skyscrapers. But I don't think Rockstar Games would go as far as functional elevators, but we did see a scene within the FBI bill or the FIB building. Sorry, I'm thinking of real life. We did see functional elevators, so that could be a possibility that we could get those, which would be kind of cool if we could. 5 story chapters. There are currently going to be 5 story chapters that are going to take place in Grand Theft Auto 6. So that is 100% true. 6-star wanted level, which would be instead of a 5-star, you would have the major 6-star. And that is actually going to be coming because that is actually something that Rockstar Games always updates. So we currently have had 5-star wanted levels for the longest time. Well, it looks like GTA 6 is going to get a 6-star wanted level. So that is definitely going to be true. That's going to be kind of cool to see how that ultimately is implemented. You have weight gain and loss mechanic. That is going to be a possibility as well. We've seen that in the GTA 6 trailer, the leaks. We've seen all of that. Loss mechanics will also have that ability. Relationship system bar for Jason and Lucia, that is indeed coming. That is something that you're going to have a relationship progress bar. If you know, there's going to be a section where you're friends with Lucia. Just think of like the Sims 3 where you have to be friends, good friends, and then you're eventually married or dating as a girlfriend. So those are those possibilities as well. You actually have to work out a point with Jason and Lucia. Rectangular mini maps, which are going to be like pink waypoints, that is indeed going to be coming because we've seen that actually been featured in Vice City before, so that's going to be coming. Character switch features a new option to have Jason and Lucia meet and switch between different instant characters and activities and missions together. That is indeed going to be coming to Grand Theft Auto 6. So I really want to dive into a little bit more about what Jason and Lucia's relationship is going to be for like the progress bar. And I do apologize if you guys see all these boxes and stuff in the background. I'm currently moving to a different state. Like I'm actually going to be moving somewhere far away from where I currently live in Iowa. And I cannot wait. I'm going to look forward to it. You guys are going to see the new office and setup. That is all going to be coming. But I have a lot of work to still do. So that's why you haven't seen many videos frequently being put out. Because like I said, I've been just so busy packing up my office. I know it seems like the same, but over here, like I have all these knickknacks and stuff all gone. It's so empty on the side of the bar. Everything is pretty much empty in here except for a few things. And currently out there, it's almost empty as well. So I'm looking forward to moving into a new house, starting a new life in that town. Not to mention just basically starting a new area and basically being able to record in new offices. And I might actually get like a backdrop just to make it look even cooler eventually, but I just want to let you know what currently is going on. If you see all these boxes and you see all those things in the background, you can just about see them all. They're all lined up over there. So I just want to let you guys know what is currently been going on. So I also want to dive into Jason and Lucia's relationship. Well, basically what I think is going to happen is you're going to have kind of like a meter bar. So you're going to eventually be friends with Lucia and Jason. You're definitely going to eventually be good friends, best friends. And then Jason and Lucia, over time, as of robbing, they will get married and have a kid together. Not to mention that the relationship will go all the way to the pink bar, which would be love relationship. And that's currently what I want to talk about for Grand Theft Auto 6. They are going to have progress bars, so you're not going to just get Lucia to date you right off the bat if you're Jason or if you're playing one of his friends. It does take some time to actually make this work. So that's going to be something I want to talk about. The weight mechanics are going to be a big thing because that's Jason's weight and Lucia's weight have shrunk a couple times in the trailer. You will see that. Not to mention some of the other mechanics, like maybe the 6-star wanted level, that could be pretty cool. I can only imagine what kind of police are in Vice City. Obviously, I already know there's going to be a lot of police in the state of Leonida, so that is something I actually look forward to. Those are the kind of other ones that I really wanted to dive into, which ones are real and fake, and I feel like 100 or 700 interiors are going to be cool as well. That could be like multiple stores, banks. There's going to be a lot of fun things coming to Grand Theft. Another thing I want to go over is obviously limited weapons carrying, but car trunk can be used to store weapons. That is 100% true. We've seen in the leaks that we have limited weapons to carry because obviously it's not like Red Dead Redemption 2 where you can just pull a shotgun or a pistol off of the back. Obviously pistols are in holsters, so that's basically more normal. But if Rockstar Games just like have Arthur Morgan pull out a double barrel shotgun out of the blue, just like that we've seen in previous games of Rockstar, that is something that they want to go, and they definitely want to go for more of a realistic version. So that's something that is going to be carrying. Also, not to mention that trunks are also going to be used for dead bodies that Jason can currently pick up. So that's going to be pretty cool if you want to do that. Jason has Deadeye ability to slow down time and see his weak points. That is something that's going to be coming to Grand Theft Auto 6. Grand Theft Auto. Lucia has a similar ability, but weaker than Jason. That is true. That has been confirmed. We've heard from Insider Test Funds too. Trailer 2 only shows scenes from Chapter 1, 3, as Chapter 4 and 5 are still unfinished. That is correct. We haven't really seen the other unreleased trailers or chapters. That most likely means Rockstar Games are probably putting them together in a Trailer 3. So that is definitely something that they currently have. Underwater features, treasures, and secrets. We know that there's going to be Pennywise, and we know that there's going to be features and treasure underwater. So we know that that's going to be coming. They can see you carrying a weapon. That is true. Driving described as the best it's ever been. Yes, driving is going to be really, really cool and definitely a lot more fun and a lot more controlling, which is going to make driving even more better. And I feel like the handling and physics are going to be a lot better too. There's a mission where you can shoot a shark with a spear gun. That is true. There are going to be spear guns in the game. There's a mission where Lucia infiltrates a gang of bodybuilders. Yes, because Lucia is currently a bodybuilder herself with Jason. There's a mission where cops betray each other. There are missions that cops betray each other. A lot of Chapter 5 was cut being reworked. Yep, Rockstar Games have currently been reworking on different chapters, like Chapter 5, so that is 100% true. Jason, as a friend called Donnie, describes a freak who works for Brian too. Yep, Jason will have a person who works for him. And Lucia has a kid that appears in the beginning but doesn't seem to have a major role in the story. Well, we have confirmed that kids are available to be in GTA 6, but they aren't exactly going to be playable, and Lucia and Jason are planning on having a kid, but that was also cut from Rockstar Games, so most likely they're not going to have a kid anymore, but Lucia will have a kid, but you'll only be able to see her in certain scenes, which technically means that kids aren't technically in Grand Theft Auto 6, but otherwise appearing at the beginning is true, but there aren't going to be showable kids that you can actually have, because otherwise, like I said, that comes to legal action with Rockstar. If something happens, if they get killed or murdered, for that matter, Rockstar Games would have a penalty, so you don't want to deal with that. A major role in the story, Vice City is the biggest city in the game. Yes, that is true. Lucia's ankle monitor doesn't affect gameplay, and she can get rid of it earlier in the game. Well, her ankle monitor does track with the law enforcement. So whatever the law is in Vice City or the state of Leonida, you can only go certain amounts or miles with Lucia. Otherwise, you get a 6-star wanted level for disobeying basically probation order. So that is going to be a big, massive change that a lot of Grand Theft Auto 6 fans probably didn't expect. So I get that that change could be different. Like Lucia, obviously, when she gets her ankle bracelet, she's not going to be able to go probably a few miles within to go see Jason because of her crime. And she is definitely going to pay for this in the end of the story. But the other thing is I really want to talk about is what possibility would we have if we decide to just cut off the ankle bracelet? Because in the certain missions of the story mode between chapter 1 and 2 and 1 and 4, you will actually see a mission and a screenshot where Lucia actually does get a friend to cut off her ankle bracelet, and they throw it in a garbage can. And then basically the law try to find it, and then they basically broke parole. So obviously they're going to still be on the run. But other than that, that is actually sums up what the leaks are going to tell. And a lot of them were 100% real, but most of them were fake. But let's just say that a probably good a percentage of 50% of them are indeed real, and some of them are fake, because obviously you're not going to have the ability to have, technically playing a kid in GTA 6, you're not going to have the ability, you can have the ability to dual wield weapons. That's going to be pretty cool. We've seen Hammer dual wielding in the trailer, the first trailer, where they say, well, look who's back. It's that old lady who actually has that feature. So most of these leaks, and for Grand Theft Auto 6, are indeed real and legit. They're just going to be settled differently in what Rockstar Games do, because Rockstar Games can't technically add kids in Grand Theft Auto 6. Otherwise, there's like just serious legal action and involved, and it's just not something that Rockstar Games want to ultimately go with or have to deal with. But anyway, guys, that is all the information I got for you guys on this video today. That is my leaks versus real leaks versus fake leaks. I hope you did enjoy the video. Once again, thank you, George, so much for giving me the idea. If you guys have any ideas in the future, which leaks would be real and fake, let me know what you think, and let me know which one of your let me know what favorite leak you're actually looking forward to in GTA 6. Is it all the other ones I read? Is it some of the other ones that are fake? Let me know what you're thinking in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. But like I said, guys, thanks for watching. Stay happy, healthy, and well. And I'll see you guys all later on the next video.